What a clinical finish to set the tone. Pure dominance. That is classic Ostapenko. Expect a non-stop barrage of winners. Two-time finalist. No sweat on that final point. But now a toxic infection is spreading through the tennis world. It is a total joke, a delusional brain rot, currently poisoning the darkest, most irrational corners of the internet. The craziest parts of tennis Twitter are losing it, and the fire is being fueled by hyper-vocal, hardcore fans. These casuals simply cannot handle the truth. They cannot swallow the cold, hard reality of how elite pro sports work. Welcome back. This is your premier source for the brutal, uncut, and unapologetic truth behind the professional tour. We are diving into the cutthroat business, the mental warfare, and the high-stakes grit of the Women's Tennis Association. Today we are smashing the single most ridiculous, impossible conspiracy theory to ever hit the modern tennis landscape. This fabricated nonsense is a cancer on the game, and it is time to bury it once and for all. Following the crushing collapse of Philippine star Alexandra Eala against powerhouse Jelena Ostapenko in Linz, the internet went nuclear. A massive, totally insane theory has started spreading like wildfire across the web. Huge social media accounts and biased fan pages are shouting this nonsense from the rooftops. They claim the league is investigating and that the match will miraculously be replayed due to crowd interference. Let me be 100% undeniably clear right now. That rumor is straight up grade A pathetic trash. There is 0% chance and zero legal precedent for this match to ever be replayed, period. We are shredding the rulebook and exposing the truth behind Ostapenko's confrontation. It is time for a massive reality check. These fans are begging for a corporate handout because they cannot handle athletic accountability. Strap in, subscribe for the real talk, and hit those notifications to support the only channel telling the truth. Let's rip apart the absolute anatomy of the biggest fan delusion of the 2026 season. To understand the sheer magnitude of how insane this replay talk is, you have to look at the facts. You need to analyze the rigid, unforgiving legal framework of the Women's Tennis Association. Big media loves clickbait, pretending the league is some soft feelings-based organization that coddles superstars. They want you to think the tour actually cares about the emotional feelings of rising stars. But in the cutthroat, ruthless world of global sports business, that is just not the reality. The league follows a cold, hard, and totally uncompromising set of internal laws. In decades of pro tennis history, a finished match has never once been officially overturned or erased. No match gets a do-over just because a player got distracted or the crowd was rowdy. Arguments with the chair umpire do not magically reset the scoreboard or erase the results. Momentum shifts do not trigger replays. Some loudmouth in the front row yelling during a serve does not either. These casual fans are making up imaginary legal loopholes that simply do not exist in the real world. Once the ref says game, set, match, and they shake hands, the result is final. That score is set in stone. Ostapenko won that match 6-4, 7-5. End of story. The points are banked. The prize money is gone. Ostapenko is already in the quarterfinals. The idea that a billion-dollar machine would stop a whole tournament for an internet tantrum is a joke. Thinking they would force a replay because people are mad on social media is a total fairy tale. We have to look at the cold, hard, tactical and psychological reality of what actually happened, what actually triggered this massive wave of global internet insanity. Every casual fan is pointing their finger at that chaotic mess in the second set. Ostapenko was staring down a massive 5-1 hole when the tension finally boiled over. Down 5-1, she got into a heated vocal fight with a heckler in the Austrian crowd. Eala's fans are screaming that Ostapenko used the fight as a fake illegal medical timeout. They claim she stalled to freeze the Filipino phenom and shatter her serving rhythm. They call it cheating and demand a full replay based on that moment alone. But when you strip away the bias and look at the facts, Ostapenko did nothing illegal. Calling out fan drama to the ref is totally fair game for any pro on the tour. The ref let the clock tick, handled the noise, and kept it all legal. Was it pure madness? You bet. Did it drive Eala insane? 100%. But zero rules were broken here, meaning there's not a chance in hell we're getting a replay. Ostapenko spotted a mess, weaponized it, and used the chaos to clear her head. That's not cheating, it's survival. It's just the cold, hard legal truth of high-stakes sports. This brutal strategic move leads us straight to one undeniable fact: the suffocating world of mental warfare that casual fans just don't get. When you're grinding at the top of the tour against slam champs, it's not just about whacking a ball over a net. You're stepping into a dark, lonely, and explosive mental war zone. Hardened pros like Ostapenko are masters of the dark art of killing momentum. They weaponize the fans, the air, and even the exact second they grab a towel. They use their screams to freeze the entire stadium. Eala was crushing it up 5-1, dictating every rally with that nasty Nadal-style spin. She had her opponent buried. But the moment Ostapenko stole Eala's perfect focus, just snapped. The cold truth isn't that someone cheated or deserves a do-over. The lesson is that Eala couldn't handle the heat. Real legends need that terrifying, ice-cold killer instinct to ignore the circus step-up and serve the match into the ground. Eala let the noise get in her head and mess up her game, leading to a 0% win rate on second serves and a total collapse. The loss was all mental, not a glitch in the rules. The real danger in these fake replay rumors is the toxic, deep mental damage they do to Eala's future as an athlete. When die-hard fans baby a young 20-year-old with excuses, they're poisoning her potential. If the internet convinces her she was robbed or that she deserves a handout, they kill her sense of accountability. Real growth and evolving your game only happen when you get burned by a gut-wrenching loss. Eala has to feel the pain of choking a 5-1 lead against a slam champ. She needs to taste that failure. She needs to look in the mirror and admit her serve died when the pressure hit. The Nadal Academy doesn't build icons by signing useless online petitions. They build winners by hitting the court and fixing what broke, grinding for 1,000 hours until that second serve is bulletproof. Playing the victim kills greatness, and fans pushing this replay nonsense are turning a future star into a fragile victim. The match in Linz is over, period. The results are set in stone. We're calling out the internet right now. Deal with this reality check. Eala versus Ostapenko is done, permanently. No replay is coming. No corporate rescue either. Pro tennis demands total mental grit, and the Filipina star just got a brutal, career-defining lesson. Beating someone like Ostapenko isn't just about power, it's about surviving pure psychological hell. Eala just stared down the terrifying heat of a Grand Slam champion's desperate fury, and she's taking that wreckage and turning it into high-octane fire for her absolute rise. This takeover wasn't derailed by some spectator in Austria. It's a brutal trial by fire in the deepest, most dangerous waters of the game. Subscribe to Plesh Plesh as we track the most explosive athletic rise in modern tennis history, and we'll be right here to break down every cold reality check on the world stage.